officer's training record that he had difficulty with checklist procedures. This was something that would later prove to be the most important. The plane was a 17-year-old Boeing 737-300. In the cool morning air, the aircraft took off from Larnaca Airport without any issues. As soon as the plane ascended above 10,000 feet, the crew contacted Nicosia Air Traffic Control and the captain requested clearance to fly at 34,000 feet, which they received. But as soon as the aircraft reached around 12,000 feet, suddenly an alarm started sounding in the cockpit. This was the same alarm that often sounded on the ground before takeoff when there was an issue with the aircraft's takeoff configuration. For this reason, both pilots were puzzled as to why they were hearing it in the air. 90 seconds later, the captain contacted the airline's operations center and informed them about the takeoff configuration warning. He also mentioned that the ventilation cooling fan lights were off and further asked where the circuit breakers were located. The engineer on the ground replied that those lights should be off anyway and that the circuit breaker was located behind the captain's seat. When the engineer asked the captain to confirm the issue, the captain said it was not off. The pilot's response did not make sense to the engineer. During this time, the engineer, he remembered something. Before the flight, the engineer had checked the aircraft's pressurization system because the controls for this system were close to the ones about which the captain was giving confused answers. Because of this, the engineer asked the captain whether the pressurization mode was set to auto or manual. But instead of answering, the captain repeated the same question. Where are the circuit breakers? During this conversation, the passengers' oxygen masks had dropped inside the cabin. Shortly after, Helios ground operations lost contact with the plane. In no time, the aircraft descended to 4,000 feet and now all attempts to make contact with it seemed to be failing. Helios operations then contacted Nicosia Air Traffic Control and asked them to try to contact Flight 522. For the next 5 minutes, the controller tried to contact the aircraft, but there was no response. Then the controller contacted another aircraft near Flight 522 and asked them to try to contact it. But this method also failed. During this